Hey guys, happy Monday. It's August 26, 2019. Listen, the month of August is moving right along. We will be in September before you know it. I know that most of the kiddos, or at least down south anyway, have started school. And so we are getting in the swing of things. And we know when that happens, the end of the year, December will be here before you know it. If you're up north, I know you guys will start school that first week of September. And either way, the same thing applies. The year is moving along, and so we're going to continue to push towards our goals. And so for those of you who don't know, I am Waukesha Hayes, aka Dr. Y, founder, CEO, and principal consultant of the Key Group. My job away from my real job, where we are a multidisciplinary leadership development and education firm that works with organizations and individuals to identify their purpose, improve their performance and their productivity, and of course increase their access to profits. And so how do we do that? We do that by creating exceptional learning and development programs, executing those programs, and developing and designing curriculum for organizations to improve the capacity of their people. We also deliver amazing keynote addresses that shifts the mindsets and the behaviors of individuals within your organization so that you can in turn build your human capital. And of course, that is one of the greatest assets of any organization. Organizations that invest in improving the capacity of their people have increased bottom lines. And so with that being said, we are going to move right along in this whole discussion around leadership development, building the capacities of human, and we're going to stay on the topic of confidence. And I'm staying on that topic because I've realized more than ever, for whatever reason, this discussion around confidence is not as, popular as I would think, or it's not as easy to develop as one would think. Like, it's just be confident in who you are and what you do. It's not that easy. And so the more I hammer in the importance of confidence, because significant research proves that when it comes to leadership, when it comes to building the capacity of people, confidence plays a important imperative role in the success of leaders and their people and the development of their people, right? Anybody, we all need confidence. I'm a teacher by trade. My first professional career was an educator. I knew right offhand my students who are confident in the content area always perform better. Right? And that is the case as it relates to adult learners, as it relates to developing professionals in their personal and professional life. So today's focus is, how do you develop confidence? And I'm going to put on my glasses because I'm not wearing my contacts today. So the first thing you want to do is challenge yourself. I am all for a challenge. I used to apply this rule again in the classroom as an educator with youth and as a professional development specialist or trainer. I started off working with language arts department. I started off working as a language arts department chair, and one of my primary roles was to develop the capacity and strength of language arts teachers. And so when confidence is lacking, then I don't care who you are. For any learner, you will not perform to the best of your ability. Mastery is much more difficult when confidence is not in the equation. So I need you as a professional, as an individual, to challenge yourself. Put yourself in the hot seat. I want you to speak up in your next team meetings. I want you to speak up in your next organizational planning. I want you to put your skill sets to the test and challenge yourself. You see, the more you challenge yourself, the more you develop. The more you develop, you master your skill sets. It's really that simple. And it's something that I know you already know, but I want to become that little voice on your shoulder that reminds you to challenge yourself. Test yourself, test your knowledge, test your skill sets, speak up, unzip it, and speak. Challenge your skill sets and put it to the test. That's number one. Number two, I want you to become a trend tracker. What does that mean? You need to become an expert outside of content area outside of the education or school content. You need to become a trend tracker of your industry. You need to follow individuals who are bona fide experts in your field, or bona fide experts in the skill that you are wanting to hone. So let's just say, if we are talking about entrepreneurship, if you are trying to operate a business, one of the magazines, you need to begin to follow magazines about entrepreneurship. What better one? Entrepreneurship with the big E. That's a magazine that you should follow. If you are in learning and development or training programs within corporate organizations, Workforce is a phenomenal online site. If you are an educator, real estate owner, if you are in public relations, there are associations that you can join as a professional. Many of you are probably a part of those associations, and you might go to an event here, a function there, you get the emails, you scroll through. But instead of scrolling, you really need to take the time to follow what is being presented within those webinars and those mastermind trainings, within the content of those emails, within the magazines that are available or other publications that are available, because you are going to follow the trends. For example, it is all the talk now that the recession is about to happen, that we are about to have a repeat of 2008, a new recession. If you are studying the economy, you need to understand where the trends are going within your industry so that you can prepare. Proactivity is something that we will always promote as leaders. You can be proactive when you understand trends, when you understand where things are going, and what you need to do to make your voice a relevant voice when those changes begin to occur. Make sense? Cool. I want to stick to my 10 minutes. The third one is, and I will always utilize this or communicate this as a strategy because it's paramount to who I am as a professional. It's paramount to my skill set, and it's what I do to make individuals and organizations better. And I focused in on this because I truly believe that it is the heart and soul of people development. And that is emphasizing, executing, developing, and focusing on solid learning and development programs. I'm not just talking about going to school, going to college. I am talking about learning and development programs that are helping you build soft skills, content area skills, so that you can constantly improve as a professional. You see, I'm a teacher. I haven't been in a classroom for over 14 years now, 14 years as a teacher. I've not been in the classroom as a teacher. Well, no, that's not true. So maybe about 9 years. Nevertheless, before I go back into the classroom, it is important for me to educate myself on the trends of learning and what content areas, what are the new frameworks for presenting certain content or so forth. It's important. It's invaluable training that every teacher needs. So is the case as a corporate leader, corporate trainer. I specialize in diversity and inclusion. I have always focused on creating inclusive environments and shattering cultures that are not equitable, creating more equitable opportunities for individuals, women, individuals within underserved communities, and for people of color. That's just what's important for me. So following the trends in D&I, or diversity and inclusion, and leadership is important to who I am. I am able to continue to help manifest great leadership development programs because I understand where leaders are going, what type of skill sets they need. I understand the answers that they're going to have to be able to present within their industry. I understand that in order to separate yourself as a leader, there are certain skills that you have to be able to demonstrate. It puts you ahead of the curve. And so learning and development programs are critical in developing the capacity of individuals, leaders who are dedicated to developing other leaders, creating and executing phenomenally strong and exceptional programs that have been based on the trends trend tracker, follow me, that are based on the trends simply improves the quality of learning and development programs that organizations have to offer.